Hello there, and welcome to a short information video about the Expressive Arts options process for the current Year 7 pupils at St Paul's to complete ahead of them going into Year 8. My name's Catherine Manley. I'm an assistant head teacher with oversight of the options processes in school. You'll see my email address on screen there, which I would encourage you to use if you have any queries or need any further support during this process. Please do contact me using that. Now, you may be aware that your child currently, as part of their Year 7 curriculum, has 4 expressive arts timetable during their week, and those are art, drama, music and PE. Now, as we go through to establishing Year 8 timetables, students will study 2 expressive arts options moving forward into Year 8. And then, as you can see on that example there, they will then carry one of those expressive arts forward as they go to Year 9 and beyond, and taking forward that to their GCSE qualification. At St Paul's, we know how significant expressive arts subjects are, as they allow pupils to develop their gifts and talents as young people in our Christian community. Creativity is nurtured and encouraged, and it flourishes in all of these subjects, and there are many careers in the creative sector of the economy. And that is why it is so important for us that all students take ahead one expressive arts qualification to GCSE. So this is the first step on that journey of kind of establishing pathway towards future qualifications. And it's the first time students will have had to kind of make a decision and express their preferences about which subjects, which qualifications they have the most interest in, and they feel they have the most talent for, and that they would like to take forward. So this expressive arts options process that is now commencing for current Year 7 is the process by which students will express their preferences about which 2 of the expressive arts subjects that they would like to take forward. You will see the process there summarised on screen. I did a launch assembly with Year 7 last half term, and this expressive arts options video is similar to what I said in that assembly, so you as parents have got access to the same information. Now, from now, students should be starting to make the decision about which subjects they would like to express a preference for. They have access to a booklet online, which is linked in the same letter as this video was, and that booklet explains all of the different aspects of the different courses in art, drama, music and PE. We would encourage you to access this and read it together in detail, and then encourage your children to talk to their teachers, particularly their expressive arts teachers, to their tutors, their mentors and you as their parents. And above all, our advice would be to students to express preferences for those subjects that interest them the most, they feel they have a talent for, and that they enjoy the most. The options form is an electronic form, and this is the form that they will use to express their preferences. This form you will find again linked in that same letter that you had linked with this video, and on that form you'll be asked to rank order the 4 expressive arts subjects in the order of preference, and the top 2 will be the ones that students would most prefer to take forward on their timetable in Year 8. The deadline for submitting this form is the 29th of June. However, there is no benefit to submitting this form early. It is not first come, first served. So there is no benefit to submitting it early, and we would encourage students to take their time and think about all of the options available and to make an important decision. Pupils will then find out what expressive arts options they have on their Year 8 timetable when they receive that in September. If they do have any queries about that timetable when they receive it, please do get in touch with me, Miss Manley, or Mr. Caldecott or Mrs. Williams if they have any queries. But I would like to remind you that it is important to note that students are expressing preferences. Now, we aren't able to always issue all students with their first 2 preferences, although we do try and maximise this. there are some constraints around timetabling, number of teaching groups, the sizes of these teaching groups as well. So the best advice that we can give to students is to read the options booklet, definitely to talk to their subject teachers, especially those expressive arts teachers who will be able to answer any course specific questions, to talk to their tutors, year leaders and mentors who will know them as academic learners already, and will have been through this before, particularly Mr. Caldecott and Mrs. Williams will have supported lots of students in the past through this. Talk to me if you've got any questions about the process, and talk to parents. Obviously, they can talk to older siblings who've been through this as well, but they will have had their own unique experience and they will have their own talents and interests. So above all, what we would want students to do is to make up their own mind, to be informed by all the information that's available to them, and don't make any decisions based on what friends are doing, any other people's opinions on what the subjects are like, but to think about what they are most talented and interested in, and to make sure that they get all the information they need to make their own decision. So if they do have any questions, please do encourage them to get in touch with the person who'll be able to answer those, their teachers or myself. If you have any questions about the process, again, please do use my email address from the beginning of this video to contact me. And finally, just a reminder that the deadline for getting those options, those preference forms back, is the 29th of June, and you will find that electronic link in the letter. So thank you very much for listening, and thank you in advance for the support you will provide your children during this process.